When we ask, it is always given. The next step is on us to unite our thoughts with our desires, to allow our thoughts to go in the direction of our desires. Because when we ask our higher self, the universe, it always gives us what we want. It always guarantees and always 100% believe in us that we can do, be, or have anything that we want. When we create a state of being with our mind's eye, when we desire something, when you create a vision, we have to act equal to that state of being, to that picture. Otherwise, we will be doubting our own creation. When we stop going in the direction of our desires, we feel frustrated. And in this video, we will talk about when we want what we want, when we know what we want to create in our life, why we still feel stuck and so frustrated, and what is the root cause of this frustration. And welcome to the space. I'm so happy to see you here, and let's dive into the video. I absolutely feel amazed when I listen to the transformation stories and success stories from Joe Dispenza's students. And it is so really amazing how those people heal themselves from stage 4 cancer, all these like deadly diseases, and they create all sorts of things. And when I listen to their stories, I realize something, that they have no other choice than to heal. I mean, you might say that, okay, we all are kind of spiritual people, we're in this community, so we're not afraid of death and all. Yes, beautiful, I agree with that, but it's not easy for anybody to leave that vessel, it's not easy to leave it. We all have our desires and visions, and we want to stick around as long as we can within this physical vessel. So when you are sick with deadly diseases, when you're sick with like uncurable diseases, and you have no other choice than believe in your healed version, almost like your worldview and everything that you knew about yourself and your current version has to go away. You have to willingly say goodbye to that version. Otherwise, that version will drive you to your grave. You have to create this boundary and this distinction between your old self and the new vision that arises from that old self and from that contrast. And in those cases, those contrasts is sickness. Those contrasts are like, according to science, quote unquote, and according to medicine, that uncurable diseases. But there is no such thing. There is nothing more powerful than our own creation, our own mind, and our own intention and our own will. So body is just a subject to our own mind and our soul. So when body starts to drive our life, it's like our nervous system, basically, like when it is distorted, it may run the show, and we may feel like we're subject to that body. And this is what Dr. Joe Dispenza's work is mostly talks about. And in the same way, when it is sick, and when we give in to that sickness, we mistakenly believe that we are subject to our body, and the body is the operant power of our life, which is totally not the case. But in order for us to really make ourselves believe in that, we have to allow our thoughts to go in the direction of that healing, to go in the direction of that financial freedom, to go in the direction of that ideal loving relationship. So we have to fall in love with our future self, with the desires that we can easily see with our mind's eye, so much more than what we are currently living in our reality. I mean, this has nothing to do with not accepting and acknowledging what we are currently going through, because what we are currently going through and the level of acknowledgement and acceptance that we have for this moment is the fuel and the biggest fuel for our change. So without acknowledging and without embracing that truth, we cannot go into something other than our current truth. So when we talk about like, okay, desires, dreams, visions, and don't focus on your current circumstances, sometimes people mistakenly think that, okay, I should ignore, I should like sweep lots of stuff under the rug and I should not face with them, I should not deal with them. So there's a thin line between accepting what we are going through and dwelling on them longer than it needs our attention to it. So when we are dealing with, and if you're currently dealing with a certain set of circumstances in your life, be it health problems, be it financial crisis, be it relationship problems, or a career situation, or it could be anything, any type of thing, doesn't matter, because the formula is one. There has to be an acceptance that, okay, this is where I am, but also the loyalty to what you want to have, to where we want to go, more than the loyalty that, and more than the holding on to what we are currently living. So there is this the sweet spot of understanding this notion, and then accepting what we have but not attaching to it, but also like focusing more on what we want to create, and then not allowing the current conditions affecting our energy, which will as a result drain our current life force energy, which we can use it to focus on a future, a brighter future that we want to have. So that is why when we say, whenever we want to create something, a new improvement, a change in our life, it is already given, because we cannot feel into something that is not in our periphery. You know, if you can think about something, some kind of vision, some kind of improvement in your life, it is there because you can sense that it is possible for you, that you can tap into it. It's almost like on a vibrational level, it is there and you can sense it, and you draw your current body and your current life and your current conditions into a different version of a reality that is possible for you. It's like this identity shift that some people like to call it. It's like reality transurfing, reality shift. It is like a law of attraction, attracting things into your life, or like law of assumption, assuming that the future version of you, a future event and or improvement is possible for you. You just need to tap into it, and aligning your frequency, and all sorts of wordings that's been used to describe about how reality works fundamentally. Doesn't matter which kind of methods that you're using or anything like that, because the methods and the techniques are not the one making the manifestation happen, but who you are being while you're practicing anything is what brings you the reality that you want to have. So the number one reason why we feel stuck, why we feel frustrated, is because this gap. I mean, when we want something, we are here, and what we want to create is over here. So there is this gap that we that needs to be closed. And this gap and the recognition and the acknowledgement of that gap is the number one cause why people feel frustrated, because they have all these questions that they don't know the answers, how I can like close that gap, or so which path that I should follow. And also the second reason why people feel stuck is that because they don't know how you can get there. They realize that the methods that they can rely on and that they know with their logical thinking in mind, that they can't rely on them because it's almost like something beyond the known, beyond all the things that they have experienced before, almost like they need to believe in something new for their life. And the other reason is actually something very simple, but it needs to be put into words for us to really go like, okay, now I see. Otherwise, it's something really like easy. So the third reason why we feel frustrated and stuck when we create something, some kind of improvements for our life, or the desire that we can sense into, is because we are not moving in that direction. Our thoughts are still rooted in our current reality, our current way of being, acting, thinking, and behaving, and we don't take the necessary actions also to support that dream and desire. We want it, but we don't go there. We want it, but we don't allow it to come into our feeling. We want it, but we doubt it. We want it, but we cannot feel into it. We just don't know how it would feel like to go there, or how that version of me would act today, right now, so that I can change it, so that I can switch almost like into a totally different reality. Than that reality is 100% possibility for me. Even though people, when they know they're the creator, they're the creator of their own life, they still sometimes might have doubts and fears that I know, I can see it very clearly. I know that I'm the creator of my own reality, but I still feel doubtful. This is normal. This is really normal for us to feel that way. But that's the name of the game. That's the name of the game. Believe you have received and you will receive. We cannot wait until something changes on the outside for us to feel the confirmation and for us to feel that, no, okay, yes, I can now trust and I can now be that. We have to give ourselves the permission to be it even before it manifests in our life. I mean, if we believe that these teachings are working, manifestation is real, we're manifesting every single day, all day, every single minute. But actually, we're manifesting every single moment that we are living. We choose and then we manifest. Everything is manifestation. I mean, it's almost like gravity. I mean, whether you believe in it, whether you recognize it or acknowledge it or not, gravity works for all of us, for everyone, for the ones who believe, for the ones who doesn't, for the ones who use it to their advantage, and for the ones who doesn't use it to their advantage. I mean, when we wake up in the morning, when we step out of our bed, we expect that the gravity will work for us so that we will be able to walk. Or this is how it works. I mean, the manifestation and how the reality works, and all these teachings work for all of us, irrespective of our belief system. So the more we become a deliberate creator and the user of those teachings, the better our life will get. We will feel less like a victim. We will feel more like a creator in our life circumstances. So when we create a beautiful future for us, which is given, that is there, that is waiting for us to become our reality, when it is there, when we know that it's there, the only thing that we need to do is to acknowledge its realness, as just as we're acknowledging our current reality. So that is the fundamental of reality shifting, reality transurfing, shifting your identity, shifting your state, assuming that it is done, it's there, the field is there, the quantum field, all this potential is there and all. So it waits for us to believe in it, and it waits for us to acknowledge its realness and act in the way, and in a way like acknowledging that it is there, that it is real, rather than doubting it during our day, rather than acting in a fearful way. What if it's not gonna be here? Or like acting in the old ways, like still feeling like money is not enough. I mean, if you're going towards creating a financial future. So the whole work and the method is like recognizing what is here, and if it's not a match to what I want to create, recognizing it with my awareness, with my high levels of consciousness, and then changing it in the way how I want it to feel. If it's not a match to where I want to go, we need to bust it. We need to change those beliefs and then tune into that frequency of where I want to go. So this is basically thinking and feeling in the way of my desires, in the same way where my desires are supported. So this is the name of the game. Of course, there are like nuances. Of course, there might be places that you feel stuck when it comes to your own unique circumstances and journey. But this is the fundamental of this game, and it's a practice. It's a practice that we need to do it every single day. That's it. It's a practice that we need to do every single day, because the energy is there and we gotta utilize it if we want to be a deliberate creator of our own reality every single day. We can't skip a day. Well, that's that for today. Thank you very much for sticking till the end. And if you are someone who stick till the end, I have a gift for you. It's a free 45 minutes consultation call with me. I would like to offer you as a gift. So if you're someone who believes in those teachings but still feel like needing some tips regarding your own unique circumstances for your life, and to work with me in that 45 minutes and then change your perspective on those issues maybe that you've been working for like ages and ages, I would like to meet you and I would like to work with you. You can check the link in the comments below, in the description box below. You will see it there. And this is going to be a limited time offer, so I highly suggest you to take that and grab that opportunity. It's a privilege to meet all of you. I've met like amazing people through that offer, and I can't wait to see you becoming the next one, going full steam ahead with your desires and visions. I would like to meet you on the other side of that scheduling link in the description box below. If not, I'll see you in the next video, and until then, please take care. Lots of love.